Apple is updating the Apple TV this fall with tvOS 17, and in this video, we're going to be taking a look at some of the best features in tvOS 17. Now jumping right into the video, the first major change that you see as soon as you update to tvOS 17 is the icon layout. Now we can actually have 6 icons in the dock, which is better than 5 that we had before. And if you actually scroll down into your app grid, you can actually see there's an extra column, so you can see more applications at a glance compared to before. If you have a bigger TV, this looks really nice because you have more icons showing up and you can just see a lot more on the screen at once. When you hover over the icons in the dock, you can actually get a full screen background compared to how it was before. It was actually just cut off halfway, but now you get the full screen background with tvOS 17. This next one is pretty simple, but Apple's finally bringing a live clock to the TV, so now you can actually tell the time without having to look at your phone or any other devices. It just says it right on the home screen on the top right hand corner, and if your battery is low for the remote, it will also show you that as well. But this is a nice little change, and I don't know why they didn't have this before. This next one is probably one of the biggest updates in tvOS 17, which is the redesigned control center. So now when you go into the control center, you can actually have a whole bunch of options. You can power off, you can check your internet, you can connect your controllers, its accessibilities, search, and even the HomeKit application. You can find all your HomeKit scenes all in this one control center UI, and it works across the board, so you can actually use it in any application. It just pops up, and it's really nice to have all of these controls right at a fingertip by just going into the control center. Next, we're finally getting a sleep timer built into tvOS. Now this is one of those features you would have expected to have before, but they're finally introducing it with tvOS 17, and it pretty much allows you to turn the TV off and the Apple TV off after a certain amount of time. You can configure this in the settings application, or better yet, you can actually control it in the control center as well. So this is a nice welcome change in tvOS 17, and I know a lot of people are going to like this one. Next, we're getting new screensavers in tvOS 17. Now one of the best things about the screensaver is you can actually customize it to just not show your photo library, but you can actually choose photography from Apple, from like landscape, nature, and so on. It gives you more options for having a screensaver. Personally, I'm still a fan of the aerial ones, but this is another option that you would have in tvOS 17. Next, we're finally getting VPN support for the Apple TV on tvOS 17. Now this might seem simple, but it's actually a big game changer for the Apple TV. If you're using any of the streaming services like Netflix, Disney Plus, or anything like that, you can actually change the region and unlock more content, so you're getting more bang for the buck when you're spending money on these streaming services. So it's kind of cool that they're introducing VPNs to the Apple TV, and this is definitely a welcome change for the tvOS. This next one is going to be a game changer for a lot of people. So if you have a second generation Siri TV remote, you can actually have Find My support with tvOS 17. So if you go into the remote icon and you actually click on your living room TV or whatever TV that you have connected, you would actually have the option to find the Siri remote. Now there is some hardware limitation on the remote itself. It does not have a U1 chip, so you can't just easily find it. You're gonna have to be using your internet connection. I think it also relies on Bluetooth, and there's also no sound from the remote, so there's no built-in speaker, so it won't play any music or anything like that. You kind of just have to hover over it, and it'll let you know how close you are to the remote. Even with this limitation, it's still a nice little feature to have. It's better than nothing, so that's a cool new feature in tvOS 17. And finally, the Apple TV is getting the FaceTime application. Now this is actually limited to the Apple TV second generation or higher. I currently have the first generation Apple TV with 4K, so it doesn't support it. I don't really see myself using this as much, but if you are an avid FaceTime user, you're definitely gonna like this one. This would have been a lot better during the COVID times when everyone was locked in at home, but nonetheless, it's still here now. I personally can't test this out because of my device, but if you do have an Apple TV second generation or higher, you're going to be getting the FaceTime application on the Apple TV with tvOS 17. And that wraps it up for this video. If you guys did like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe down below to see more videos like this, and let me know what your favorite feature is in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.